My name is Kenna Archer, and I am a doctoral candidate and student at Texas Tech University. I am finishing up a doctorate in American history with a specialization in environmental history. I was one of the very fortunate and grateful recipients of a Wardlaw Research Fellowship for the 2011 fall semester. And as part of that fellowship, I was able to travel to Waco for several weeks and make use of the collection, which, to be honest, is something I probably couldn't have done financially without that fellowship. I also had the opportunity to meet Mr. Wardlaw in person. It's unusual to be able to interact with high-level administrators and with founders and donors in that way. It was a very, very wonderful experience. It's something I'm supremely grateful for. I am working on an environmental history of the Brazos River, and in particular I'm looking at the development projects that have been proposed for this river, both the projects that have failed utterly, completely, and the projects that have been considered a success, sometimes temporarily and sometimes permanently. But, and this is the key, my research focuses on the people behind those projects. You know, when asking me what resources or collections I've used here at the Texas Collection, it's probably easier for me to answer with this. I've used almost all of them. What collection have I not used at this point? I have spent a lot of time in the photograph collection. I've looked at, collections of well-known individuals, Tomas de la Vega, Sol Ross, but also lesser-known individuals, families, for example, who lived in Waco, both at the time of its settlement and into the 20th century, when you really begin to see development projects becoming, to be honest, an obsession with those people who lived here and dealt with the realities of flooding, with the way they envisioned the river, and frankly with the rather large disconnect between how they envisioned the river and the reality of living along what is a very unruly riverscape. In addition to collections like the photograph collections and individual memoirs and oral histories, another just absolutely fabulous resource that they have here at the Texas Collection is their map collection. This map collection is something that honestly I wasn't even really aware of how extensive it was until my last few visits. This map collection has been something that has really complicated my narrative, and I appreciate that, even if it has at times sort of brought me to tears as I've had to rethink things. But I know that my research, it is much more accurate in terms of its narrative, and frankly I think it's more entertaining and intriguing in terms of the story as well. You know, libraries, non-archival libraries, they are a tremendous resource in their own right, but certainly they very rarely are going to have the number of primary sources that you're going to find in an archive like the Texas Collection. And certainly, because there are fewer primary sources at libraries, you don't usually get the specialization in terms of librarians' assistants, associates, etc. So you're not going to find those Jeffs and Amy's and Tiffany's and other individuals who can say, I think I know what you need. Let me go run away from you for a moment and then come back, and I think I can help you. I hope also to publish a book based on my research. I have what I consider to be a very entertaining and intriguing title. It's currently titled Damming the River of the Arms of God, the People of the Brazos and Their Unruly River. I am actually going to be shopping my book around to editors beginning in this coming spring of 2012.